Well, greetings. This is Interstellar Radio. Today's date is August 4th, 2019. We have Retro on the line. Greetings.
Greetings.
All right. Where would you like to start?
Well, the first thing I wanted to start off was I was asked in the mentorship chat to go into more detail about the Kaaba, which is, for anyone who don't know, that's the box that the Muslims walk around.
Yeah,
Yes, the cube.
sure.
I think we went into that last time as well, and basically
Mm-hmm.
what we said it was a healing chamber that was kind of used for DNA manipulation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you have any questions regarding that, per se?
Okay. Well, yeah, it's up and down it's positive and negative. I mean, there are
Exactly.
positives too, but
Exactly.
the negative is to keep people in fear, keep them coming back to the cube, something like that.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if we picked up on what alien beings were there.
From what I see is a reptilian.
Okay.
I do see some Pleiadian forces there. They're attempting to fix some of the manipulations there now that the reptilians have been largely removed from Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it is taking quite a while because of the collective consciousness. The consciousness and the religious energies there is not yet permitting some of the old baggage to leave yet.
Yeah.
So it's difficult to make changes unless people are ready for changes to happen. Once people are ready, some of the old manipulations within the kata will be released. But it's still being worked on, thankfully, yes. Um,
Yeah, it's just yeah, there's a lot of Anunnaki energies there. There's
Anunnaki, of course.
the-
I think I see some Illuminati, but not so much. It's mostly Anunnaki.
mhm.
Um, yes, I do see it is Anunnaki, very strongly so. Anunnaki. Um, they are not quite yet ready to remove the manipulations either, because I do see that they are concerned of the consequences if it was set to only positive per se. There are people that need some of that negative, some of
Mhm.
that connection to function. It seems so. It is still serving a purpose uh, on this earth. So it will not be healed right away. It will take time.
Yeah, it's well, I feel like energies are bouncing off of the cube.
Mm.
All kinds of, you know, it's used as a portal.
Yes, and it actually that's something I have thought about too. Because usually people they walk around the cube, correct? They walk around.
Hmm. Hmm.
I feel like that has part of the contribution to the cube's energy itself, creating a portal. It's all these energy beings just walking
Yes.
around
Yes.
in a circle. It's contributing to the mass of the energy and the feel of the cube and the effectiveness of it too. Um, I could see it potentially if it was being used correctly. It could be able to possibly even bring people back to life who
Mm.
are critically injured.
Yeah.
If you had someone in a cube, in a group of people, let's say if it's royalty, and you have a group of people walking around, they heal the person inside the cube.
Mm. Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
see it as like a very powerful healing chamber, but it's operated by the mass of people that are around it.
Mm.
Um, and that's kind of what I connect
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. It can be more activated, but
Hmm.
we're not fully ready for all that just yet,
Exactly.
for obvious reasons.
It can be a very powerful tool, but it doesn't have the its power is from the people more so than the material itself. I see.
Hmm.
the people that create the vortex. And it's a very high-minded, high consciousness kind of energy. It's a very collective energy that empowers it to work. Very dense, collective. It's hard to describe what I'm kind of seeing, but
I don't know. What about the I
um,
don't know. What about the Eiffel Tower? That's a portal. And it's like an antenna to another world,
one moment.
depending on how you look at it.
I see the Eiffel Tower is not fully activated at this point. It is.
Mm-hmm.
I see a portal, not so much in the top floors or on the bottom of the Eiffel Tower. That's what I'm seeing. It's like a vertical column
Mm-hmm.
through the center of the Eiffel Tower, and I see the bottom. It's a very thin. It is a very thin portal at this point. It can connect you to the different energies of different realities, but it is not. It is not at the strongest portal at this moment. It it does bring some energies, yes, but it is not a very. It's not a Stargate per se.
No.
All it is, it's just a portal of. It's just a small vertical shaft, which energy kind of comes through and around, and it has strong emissions, but it does not. It is not a portal. It's not a portal in the sense you might think of it, but it is still interconnected with other universes and such.
It is bringing in it. I mean, it's connected to the Statue of Liberty somehow. So it feels like it is in some ways. You know.
Yeah, I believe that I believe I've heard that this used to be called the I think Neutron
Mm-hmm.
in the Atlantean Sea Channel referred to her as the Horror of Babylon, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
From what I see, yes, it is sort of tapping into that energies.
Mm-hmm.
It is bringing in energies from different worlds. It is bringing in energies from different realities. It is connecting to what she. It is trying to connect to what she had, what kind of work
Yeah.
she's done. It feels like
Yeah.
um, she is then used, manipulated by the Illuminati. What I see, that her energy is still there within the Statue of Liberty, and it is still it is all connected with the universes of the Eiffel Tower and the Statue of Liberty. It is hard to quite depict how it is connected, except that it's connected.
Yeah, it's connected to well, it's pulling from the past, as you said.
Yes,
Like the mindset, but it's also here to awaken slowly,
slowly, yes.
very slowly.
Hmm.
So I guess the Eiffel Tower is kind of like a balancing of it,
Yes.
of what it's pulling in. So that's one of those lines.
The Eiffel Tower is much kind of like how you would say a haunted building would be.
Mm-hmm.
There are different layers there, denser energy there,
Mm-hmm.
but it is more the radiant. There's more things that come out than they can come in. I don't see many beings coming out there to say.
Okay.
Um, Not like your Stargates. It is
Okay.
more the tether to other worlds.
All right. What about we had the shootings at Walmart in El Paso and was it Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton, yes.
Yeah.
One moment, sorry.
All right.
see Nordics in Dayton.
Wow.
Um, you feel like a Nordic presence. Uh,
Hmm.
um, I kind of felt like the Nordic thing it's themselves is connected to the shooter. It is I see the Nordic being having quite a bit of trauma themselves,
Yeah.
a lot of confused,
Uh,
anxious energies, and I don't think that they intended to influence the shooter. Um, but it may be connected in the same sense, and somehow they're. One moment. Yes, all I can really say that I'm seeing is a very troubled Nordic being, male. It seems like, but it's sometimes difficult for me to tell. Um,
yeah. Switching from third to fourth dimension
hmm,
in some ways.
yes. Uh,
And so when he goes third dimension, he doesn't appear here, but he affects whoever that is, affected the shooter though.
what's the last word I'm saying? Exactly two.
He affected, yeah, we went to more of a lower dimension of third dimension, the
Mm-hmm.
Nordic. It
Yes.
affected that shooter.
Yes. And I do believe that actually this Nordic being is connected to the shooter in some sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe more intimately.
Oh, interesting.
Very similar energies.
Yeah, yeah.
That it is connected so that the shooter was impacted. Um, the energy that the two kind of resonated. It's very highly negative, highly charged, negative energy. A lot of the anxieties, anger, fear, um, a lot of trauma that I've seen, and it's kind of like too much to the system.
Hmm.
And so I kind of seen it's kind of sort of a leakage between the two beings, the shooter and the Nordic being. Um, and I see in El Paso. One moment. I'm having issues connecting with El Paso.
Yeah,
Huge issues. Okay, I'm getting a lot of blocks and now.
yeah. There was a big, yeah, it was a big, big event.
Yeah, they're blocking like um El Paso around it has a huge block, not just the shooting, but right now El Paso it either has a huge shield around it.
Okay.
Let me see if I can get anything. It feels like I'm getting reptilian AI, like AR reptilian being.
Mm.
Um, one moment. Let me see if I can ask AI myself. But one moment.
All right.
It's connected to a female.
Mm.
Um,
Mm.
I actually haven't looked into the shooter themselves yet, if they're male or female, but I
They're
assume male. Yeah.
both male. Yeah.
Um, but I do feel like it's connected to a female,
Yeah.
human, a
Oh,
girl,
okay.
um, same age.
Wow.
Um, she looks to me she looks Asian, possibly, or Mexican.
Hmm.
Maybe that's just the image I'm getting is like an Asian, maybe a student there,
Hmm.
Asian or Latino, or a mix of the two. Um, one moment. I do not. I think it is sort of um, I'm not getting any romantic connection right off the bat. Possibly he had feelings for her, but I don't. I'm not getting any connection. It's not very clear right now.
So it's a possible like a relationship breakup or something that caused
I don't know I don't know the breakup per se. I feel it's just more of unrequited love, perhaps, or
influence.
strong feelings between them towards her.
Okay.
Maybe that it hurt. Somehow he was hurt by her.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Maybe in which she didn't know. I don't know. He definitely had more troubles with lawyers. That like it's related. This shooting is related to a female, possibly Asian or Latina descent.
So whatever occurred there kind of set him off.
I feel like yes, it might have set him off.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
I mean, a Walmart. I don't think she worked there, but it was close by.
Yeah.
An easy target.
Yes.
Do you think there's a little AR? Is this link like? Did this inspire the second shooting that was in Ohio?
No.
Okay.
Um. In an indirect way, it did kind of slightly push the energies, but it
The
was not.
energies, yeah, the energies. Right.
It's very indirect. It's
Okay.
just more it just kind of the collective frequency
Okay.
allowed it to happen,
Okay. So just
but
an.
it's not. It's still it's not as connected as a copycat thing. It's just more the
Yeah.
collective frequency thing.
So it's like like an energy pulse or something that came from that kind of
Yeah.
triggered a Nordic being to get all agitated and set off the shooter for that one. Yeah.
And the other guy too. It's just more the collective. It's shockwave. Sort of like how the Atlantean Wars affected our wars today, and it's that same shockwave. The Dayton shooting was the same. It was an effect of the shockwave of the Ohio shooting, but it was
Mhm.
not. It's not linked to say other than just energetically. Just the it allowed it just energetically allowed to cross that threshold.
Okay. Does it feel like there's a shadow government presence there that kind of pushed some of this to occur?
Um, it felt like the Nordic thing may have worked with the government in the past,
Mm-hmm.
but for some reason it was terminated.
Hmm.
They were still around Earth for some reason. I do not, and like anything, a reason why that they're still around Earth, but they were not in the most direct contact with the government. It's just
Mm-hmm.
more of the free agent. It feels like,
Yeah. Okay.
but the Nordic being did have some contact with the government, and they were sort of dismissed him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm seeing.
So, El Paso, that was more like just rage, built up rage.
Built up rage, and like I said, I'm not able to connect to El Paso quite.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not.
There's a lot of energy there that doesn't want to be released, or that doesn't want to be found out yet.
Yeah.
A lot of secret. There's so many secrets there right now.
Yeah.
It is very the government just it's a lot of secret government there. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
mostly secret government energies, secret manipulations. It almost feels like your Area 51 energies. It's
Mm-hmm.
not so much as severe, uh, not as secretive, but just slightly still very much locked.
If I remember right, I'm looking it up now. It's like right on the border of Mexico.
Yeah.
So
Next to Juarez, I believe. There's
yeah,
also drug trafficking there.
yeah,
That route.
it's practically in. Yeah, it's on the border. Yeah, so it's a border town,
Exactly.
border city, however you want to look at it. So
Yeah, and for some reason they do not want you connecting to El Paso. So
Yeah, understood. Okay.
um.
Yeah, gotta feel some CIA energies there,
Oh
definitely
yeah, yeah.
covering stuff up or something like that. So,
Mm-hmm.
you said you wanted to go back to Area 51. Is there something you want to check out?
Um, I wanted to check out to see if there's any updates on the past energies there. If there's been
Okay.
um, if there's any questions you had regarding Area 51,
Sure.
or that you might think that your viewers might have.
Okay.
So if you have any questions regarding that, we can tap into that as well.
Okay. Sure.
Um, did you have any questions?
Well, I don't know. I thought you had,
Oh, apologies. Yes. Let's
yeah,
see what they
connect.
are to say.
Yeah, go. Yeah, overall, see what you get
Okay. Area 51.
first off.
One moment. I see a lot of uh, it seems like there's a lot of toxic, um, almost radioactive energies there. Nuclear. Yes, that is something they're trying to. It seems like there are some nuclear bombs there, some kind of bombs that they want to remove, to hide.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't have other places that are quite as easy to hide it. It's experimental. It's not something that can be transported there easily. They do not want people to come in there. They're hiding that because they do not want that's not what they want to expose. It is some kind of weapon or nuclear or atomic weapon that they have there. It's difficult to move underground right now. And they do not want to have to transport that, so they're kind of holding on to the guns. I see. They are trying to discourage people to go there rather than trying to move things because they have these weapons there that are hidden that they do not want exposed.
Mm-hmm.
Um, one moment. It does feel like they have invisible drones of some sort, or maybe invisible drones or astral drones that are tipping people off to intruders. Um,
Mm-hmm.
the white trucks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, they have a lot more things that are scattered out there that people cannot see that are tipping people off, tipping the guards off to where people are. Um, it seems like it's not just astral, that it is also in 3D as well. But there is part of it that's astral as well that can kind of read where people are and fly while being unnoticed. Um,
Well, they can read. I mean, they have like sensors all around the base, and so they know when people are approaching it.
yes, they had sensors in the base as well,
Yeah.
but there are some places that are difficult to see past a certain perimeter, which they use. It seems like some kind of hold on. They do use some technologies and to see people that are further away from the perimeter.
Mm-hmm.
So you have people that do not approach quite yet, and they're not close whatsoever. They might be down to mountains or hills. Um, or might be camping away some however many miles away that are need to be found on the road so that the white truck driver, the camo dude, can find them.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like some sort of not just radar, but there are some kind of invisible security systems there. There are more than one. It's a large radar network as well. It does look. It does involve some kind of drone technology. Perhaps in astral as well.
So is there like a physical aliens underground?
I'm seeing what looks like. It kind of looks like a bloated Zeta. Um, or some kind of. It's hard to get it. It's hard to see what it says because it's blocked, but it does feel like there's some sort of Zeta being operated on, or perhaps it's loaded or something.
Wow.
Like I said, it's hard to get attach information on.
Well, there's. I mean, let's put that for AR. Is this like? Was there a lot of alien presence there in the past?
Yes. I feel like there's been some actually in the 20s, oddly enough.
Hmm.
Um,
I'm not surprised.
yes. Nearly a century ago. Um, it feels like it's actually been lower than what it was since the World War II happened. Um,
Mhm.
because it was the U.S. military, the U.S. government and military was building up and up and up, becoming more militarized. Getting all this technology that's not safe. So it feels like there's actually less things there, less aliens there now because it's been unsafe. Um, it is a very militarized area, and it's not some place that is favorable for positive beings, so to speak.
About there's the story about Eisenhower knowing about the alien presence there, and he wanted to use the military to break into Area 51, or to see what's going on. Did Eisenhower know about that true story that Eisenhower knew about the alien cover up?
Eisenhower did not know directly. He never, I don't believe he contacted another alien to say, but he was tipped off.
Hmm.
He was, he wanted to find out to say. He trusted this person, although he did not know for certain if it was true or if it was just a rumor.
Interesting. Well, so that makes sense why he thought he wanted to take the military in there to see what's going on because he wasn't following.
Hmm
That makes
He
sense.
was tipped off, so to speak, by someone close to him.
Yeah, that you can trust. Yeah, I can see that.
Yes.
Oh, I think we mentioned Bob Lazar in the past, but is there like was he like I don't know what the best way of like helped in this, to protect it, to tip this stuff off, to bring this stuff about?
It feels like he's not so much being assisted. Yes, he is being assisted in the background, but it's not channeling per se. From what I'm
Hmm.
seeing, it's mostly it is other beings trying to assist him in his internal.
Hmm.
It seems like there's something he's trying to soothe him, so to speak. Because he is connected to a lot of negativity and darkness. He's seen a lot of things that are very dark. And something he said he'd wish he'd rather go back on if he could. Um, and he's been a very private person, and it's a lot of negative attention, a lot of negative energy that he's dealing with. And there's other beings that are trying to assist him right now to kind of lighten things up, to soothe him, so to speak. I see a Palladian there.
Yeah, because they tried to. I think they did try to kill him, but they weren't successful.
Hmm.
Seems like it.
I see that a Palladian energy there. Yeah. Some hold on. similar terrain and possibly some of Garthan. I'm not
Mhm.
seeing so much of Gartha. Um,
Okay, how about Dulce, New Mexico,
hmm,
underground? You know, that's where the cloning facilities are.
one moment.
You know how to spell that? I can tell you how to spell it if you want to
No,
look it.
I've seen this still before. Good. Dulce or Dolce.
Yeah, however, yeah, it's Dulce,
Mhm.
New Mexico, however you pronounce it. You know, above ground is nothing there, but
Right. I'm seeing. It looks like though. Um, there is a building somewhere in. It looks like it's actually underneath the cliff side.
mm-hmm,
I'm seeing. It looks like what's the word? It's like a trapezoidal shape.
mm-hmm,
With more floors. Sort of like a very tall pyramid, except it's like cut so the top is not there. That kind of shape.
mm-hmm.
It looks like it's kind of in the mountain somewhere, or in the side of the mountain or cliff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and hold on.
Yeah, yeah, it might be a
That's the entrance. I'm seeing a cave entrance. It's a large, quite large entrance actually.
wow.
That's what the trapezoid shape was. Or yeah. It goes. It's a very wide and tall entrance, but it's very shallow. So it kind of goes down at a very shallow angle. I believe it allows for some crafts to go in there.
Mm. But you believe there is something down there though?
Mm-hmm. One moment. Yes, it seems like they can hide the entrance. They can camouflage it with the rest of the mesa or mountain side.
Wow.
Uh, or it feels like some ships that can go in material can pass through it and go into the base. So there are some aliens involved as well. One moment. It feels like yes, it's kind of the top layer looks like a cargo base. There's lots of cargo there. But it goes underneath into the science. It does like it's connected to also our GMO vegetables and plants as well.
That's
A lot of our GMO experimentation is connected to Dolce, not just cloning, but cloning is a part of it. But it's
wouldn't be surprised.
yeah, like your Monsanto. Let me see, it's actually Monsanto. That's the thing that came to mind.
I
But
wouldn't doubt it.
um, yes, it is some sort of. Oh, hold on. Chemical. I'm seeing it like white or wait, the pollen is like hold on. Yes, in, they are experimenting with the genetics of our plants, especially our flowering plants, our food, our corn. It's also our pollen as well. Like I think some of the reason why we get sick from the pollen that's in the air does have to do with some sort of manipulation of genetics as well. It's sort of like your chemtrails.
Mm-hmm.
but there's something with pollen as well that can affect your vibration. It can affect your mood. It can affect your health.
And what about nanotechnology involved with that?
Mm,
Little robots.
I do not see nanotechnology with the pollen. What I'm
Okay.
seeing, but it's just more than
Okay.
genetic,
Genetic chemical
chemical.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Okay.
It is not quite as effective as your nanobot technology,
Uh,
but it is still more present. It's somehow it's not so much intentional, but it is more. It does it has a price they're aware of,
mm-hmm.
but they do not care. Just to say, it's very is there much profit seeking? It seems like it's very mercenary. The word I described it with, but
So it's an underground facility there somewhere.
mhm. So it's not connected. It's not only connected to cloning, but also GMO. It seems like our food supply, especially.
Like
Um,
like a shadow government. It's not really our government. It's like a or something that's plugged into our government, or is
one,
it the government?
one moment. Mm, it is not our government, correct? It is not our government per se.
Yeah.
It is connected to the government, but
Mm-hmm.
it's
Yeah.
more corporation. It's more
Yeah. Or shadow corporation, however you want to look at it. Yeah.
yes.
Something like that. Isn't that nice?
Mm.
Jeez.
One moment, I'm going to try to go lower into the base. I'm kind of astral projecting, or traveling there, or remote viewing, you should say.
Okay.
Um, I am seeing children there.
Hmm.
It seems like they were kept at a very bottom layer. At the bottom.
Being tested.
Yes, they are. I'm seeing maybe around 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. Um,
Feels like they're wearing like white
yes, white
clothing.
clothes. Um, there's more boys there than girls.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Gross. Yeah.
if you look, actually, the girls are sent. Yes, the girls there are trafficked.
Yeah.
Um, although they don't remember. I think they don't remember the date itself that they are sold into slavery. Um, they are sold off if they are girls. They have mostly boys there in stock. It seems like. Um, yes. So the girl children are sold off, while the boy children, the ones that are staying, they're experimented on. Um, I'm seeing it looks like it's actually. I'm seeing on one of the boys. It seems like there's a lot of the new energy on the chest. Um, it's not dark. It actually seems kind of light. It's trying to experiment in the body to see what it can do. I'm seeing like almost crystalline energy within the boy's chest.
Hmm.
Um, possibly some wings, but not quite to this point yet. That they would start under those fly. It's just kind of like the energy of the wings is there. It's kind of they're playing around with the matrix of the human body and the genetics there. Um, it seems like they're trying. Yes, that's exactly it. It seems like they're trying to not so much combine genetics from other beings. Like you wouldn't have a half bird, half human. But you may have experimentations on the actual implicit genetics within the human body to enable certain things, to enable wings, um, to reactivate parts of our genes that are not fully functioning yet, and they may be trying to make them fully functioning. So there are genes that are implicitly within our um our genes gene pool that can be manipulated and turned on and altered rather than being combined with animal genes or plant genes.
Tell you something though, as you're connecting into that place, you mentioned the kids.
Mm-hmm.
One of the kids from Stranger Things, I got the image. Like one of the actors, it's like one of the child actors.
Hmm.
Her name is Millie Bobby Brown, which is a freaking weird name for a girl. But
I have not
seen Stranger
seen
Things.
it. I have not
But
seen the show.
yeah, I haven't either. I just know about
Hmm.
it. But either way, she must be something's there. She doesn't look normal. Something's is not right about her. Keep picking up weird stuff from her.
I think they were trying to see if they could change the gender of her.
I can
Um,
see that. Yeah.
it seems like they were too late to activate what was in there. It's very hard to change a person's gender. It seems like,
Yeah.
or their sex, I should say. That's a different thing.
I mean, for a girl to have the name Millie Bobby Brown, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
No surprise there.
Yeah, they tried to change her gender, and didn't quite work out all the kinks. They wanted to make her a boy to see if they could.
Unbelievable. She's definitely an experiment, that's for sure.
Yes.
And that's like Stranger Things is like one of the most popular shows out there right now.
Mhm. And it seems like most of the girls that come through the program that are born are fairly genetically intact compared to the boys there.
Hmm.
There may be some minor manipulations, but they don't manipulate the girls as much as they do the boys.
Only
The
thing.
the girl the girls are just kind of sold or done away with somehow. They want more boys and snapped with.
Well, I guess
Um,
because the girls have to reproduce, they don't want to mess with that too much. I guess that's the
yeah.
energy around that. So the boys they don't care
Hmm.
about so much.
Exactly.
Yeah, it feels like because they can really screw with the reproductive area, even if they're not trying to. But DNA wise,
Hmm.
they can really cause some major mutations, as you could probably tell.
I mean, they can make some small mutations like eye color or
Yeah,
um hair or
yeah,
small things. They can make the most beautiful girl in the world there without touching so many things that would damage.
yeah,
But at the same time,
yeah.
um, it's also there. Yes, they are doing that not only for.
'Cause
They are also part of the designer business, I
yeah,
feel, and
yeah.
that's what it's about. That's what they want to make the girls very pretty, not only so they can perfect their designer data technique, but also have beautiful girls and therefore beautiful women to.
Well, technically, they are working on like the superhuman.
They are. I feel like that's more of a male project at this
Mhm.
time.
Yeah,
More testosterone.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, some I'm not sure where, but yeah, I just see like the male. They added the whale to the male. I know that sounds weird, but you know, animal. Yeah, animal DNA to the male. Just see what
one moment.
they modify them somewhere. Africa, I guess, like that.
It seems like they tried to do that. It made them firmer, more muscular,
Hmm.
but that didn't turn out as they expected. It made them more muscular and tougher, but it made them slower and less agile. It seems like muscles like they're stiff. It's hard to move around exactly. It's like wearing armor.
Amazing.
It's not really pretty.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I saw the whale out of all things. The whale added to the
Yeah.
male. It's like, jeez.
I Yeah, from what I see about that, it did not go quite as intended.
Apparently not.
Um, it gave them more armor, but it's walking around with armor. It's not easy to.
Yeah.
It might be painful, even.
Yeah.
Um, all right. Let me see if they have anything to say. We can
Okay.
bullshit. They heavily control the females there.
Hmm.
Um, a lot of them are. Their mind is manipulated on a constant basis. Um, a lot of them have been taken as wives or maids. Not so much wives, just well, some of them, but it is more of them. It is taboo to take on as wives, is what I'm saying there, because they're manipulated. They are. Um, yes, I'm not saying that's why maybe lovers, sexual partners, but also your maids, your caretakers. They are heavily manipulated. They can make it so they can be happy all the time. Um, not look at things that they're not supposed to look at, the kind of thing.
Well, I have a question for AR about this
Mm.
Millie Billy Brown. Because when I look at her, I feel something's just not right. I noticed it a long time ago, but here it came up here. I'm not even thinking about her.
One moment.
Some kind of, yeah, you can look her up. Just something, just it's like a designer baby from somebody high up in Hollywood.
Hmm. Well, I just picked up her picture, and it does confirm what I thought that she was intended to be an experiment to transfer a girl to a boy.
Yes, yeah, I can see that.
There's a lot of boyish energy there. A lot of immature, boyish. A lot of immature girlish energy there too. There's no. It's just very conflicted, very chaotic, and not allowed to mature quite so much. Um, what I'm seeing.
Oh, she might have. I don't know. She might have came from. She's Spanish, apparently. I guess, or she's Spaniard, some kind.
Hmm.
So I'm wondering if her parents are connected to all this, or
Hold on, let me see the AR but
yeah, it's eerie. You can make a movie just about her.
it seems like she was taken.
Yeah, I thought she might have been a child traffic kid.
Yeah,
That was the energy I was getting from.
it seems like they were taken. Child trafficking, of course. Yes, it feels like that.
Or yeah, like maybe taken, modified, and put back into the.
Hmm.
I don't know.
One moment.
It's eerie.
I'm kind of connecting to another stranger right now, and it seems like it's a very difficult situation. Of
Yeah,
course, it seems like her mother is not actually her real mother.
yeah, that's what I was getting the vibe of, something like that.
Yes. I feel like they had knew the mother, the biological mother, the real mother, did know the real mother, of course, but not connected quite straight. Didn't think the real mother died.
Hmm.
Yeah, they killed her. They killed her. Um, what I'm getting is the killed her.
When you look at her, you get a strange vibe from that.
Very disconnected, from herself, but also from reality. It seems like it's very disconnected energy. I do see like a lot of childlike energy in there. That they're scared child essentially, not allowed to mature, not allowed to connect, not allowed to have the love that she needs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she doesn't have quite the nurturing, loving environment that she needs to mature. Even she was estranged even from her Spanish mother.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it seemed like even then, like the Spanish mother didn't know quite what to do. And there's always a layer of not quite understanding what's going on. There's a lot of questions that kind of added distance between her and her family.
There's definitely a Hollywood energy there.
Yeah,
Um,
but I'm seeing like both the little girl and the little boy that are just not allowed to mature.
Amazing. It's just insane.
Hmm.
Jeez. All right. Is there anything else from AR about anything?
Um,
Mhm.
you said there's love. It seems like
Okay.
there's much love at at the Kaaba as well. There is a lot of loving energy coming from there. I do see this. Um, yes, I actually think it is about the Kaaba. It is not the same as you see. It is allowing more loving energy, more feminine energy to come through as well. Or the floor is blocked. Um, Instead of even talking about this allows more of the energy to come through. Just even talking about the Kaaba, going into detail about it allows more positive energy to go through there, along with the old necessary baggage that it needed at the time. But it is also it's containing people, but it's also freeing them at the same time. It is bringing more of the feminine touch as well as the masculine.
Yeah, even if we don't get
Hmm.
full in-depth information, because they're not, there's obviously they're not going to bring a lot of stuff through fully. Do this.
Right. Um, but what I'm saying is you can tap into it. You can feel actually a feminine energy from it now.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
As opposed to seeing the nuclear energy that's still there because part of it's still needed by the followers, of course. But you can tap into more healing energy as well um, with the Kaaba.
Yeah, it's definitely old Atlantis energy there.
Mhm. Lunar as well, but yeah, and an AR sends it low as well.
Okay. Thank you. All right, thank you, AR.
One moment. Yeah, I think he's reminding people that he wants to refresh on what he said with what he said with Neutron as well to connect with. He wants everyone to connect with their own heart states and meet their own aliens, their own connections as well.
Yeah,
He's kind of he's trying to hammer that point home that it's not just important for someone like me to come out there to speak about these things, but others can also connect with their own AR or their own
yeah,
peanuts, etc. And he kind of wants to hammer that in again, remind people to connect more to their own heart space and their own familiar alien beings as well.
great. Yeah,
Yes, it's just more of a reminder. Yeah.
yeah, it's good advice there.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Mhm.
All right. Anything else
Question.
before we wrap up? Anything else?
Checking. Hold on. Sorry. No, I think they're fine. He said.
Okay. Well, So
Yes.
I got. Oh, sorry. I got a teaser for next week.
Oh yeah.
About Los Alamos
Hmm.
and Edwards Air Force Base,
Ooh, nice.
and another one was Mount Shasta. I was just looking at that. I felt a lot of reptilian energies.
Hmm.
Not to say it's negative, but I felt reptilian. Like I don't normally look at Mount Shasta. I hear about it a lot.
Yes. And I think I might have to say this as well. That I did feel reptilian energy in El Paso.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's one thing that too.
Yeah, I felt CIA cover up somewhere.
Mm-hmm. CIA, shadow government, reptilian. Just a
Yeah.
lot of messed up things there. Um, the drugs there too. But yes, that's. I believe that we can probably wrap that up now. Unless you have other questions.
Oh, I got one. Yeah, when you were saying that, I felt somebody connected to the government.
Mm-hmm.
Like a kid, maybe. You know, not necessarily physically involved, but
A kid that connects to the government there.
yeah, something like spiritually angry too. Kind of caused.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Like you're talking about the anger kind of ripple effect.
yes.
I saw
Um,
like a kid maybe around that guy, the same people that did it around the same age, something like that. I don't know, something like that.
it feels like it's also connected um to Juarez as well. A lot of I feel like there's some hidden drug
Yeah,
related violence,
yeah,
and that caused a ripple effect, and the ripple effect called no ripple effect. So it feels like there's something going on in Juarez at this point that's not being out there right now. It's really the drugs.
okay,
Juarez actually seems easier to connect to than El Paso.
all right, okay,
It's Just Juarez is a lot more anarchic at this point.
all right. We'll just let it go for now. Okay, all
Yeah.
right. Thank you. All right,
Take care.
all right. Blessings, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back next week. All right, take care.